Heavy rainfall across New South Wales swamped roads in Trundle on Wednesday, September 7. Flood warnings remained in effect for parts of New South Wales on Thursday, including Bogan River and Lachlan River. This footage shows the flooding in Trundle. Credit Instagram Katie Worsfold. State Emergency Service Deputy Commissioner Mark Mauro said the river is most likely to exceed 10.6 meters at some stage tomorrow. Forbes is the main area of concern, with another 5 to 15 millimeters of rain predicted for tomorrow, he said. The people of Forbes should excavate today between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. as we have issued an evacuation order for them to go. We issued a warning yesterday so that they had ample time to prepare and get to the evacuation center at Forces High School if they needed to. The evacuation order applies to areas north, east, south and southwest of the town, which is located in the state's central west. The pain is unlikely to stop for the historic New South Wales town, population 7,500, with rain predicted tomorrow as well as Thursday next week. If the Lachlan River exceeds 10.6 meters, it exceeds the 1990 flood, and it is highly likely it could become a flood of record for the Forbes. Quote, Mr. Morrow said, police have warned residents to leave their homes before 5 p.m. as roads are likely to become congested later in the afternoon. The warning comes as there are reports of some residents who want to stay within the town to protect their property against looters. Police wanted to allay these concerns. At New South Wales Police and at New South Wales are working together to aid evacuations due to flooding in Forbes, New South Wales. https T.co 61xb 5 nanojoules 4p4 https T.co Baxamfra. Forbes has seen more water on the southern side of the town. To combat the flood, the SES have brought in extra people. The RFS are assisting with door knocks, and the New South Wales Police are providing a 24-hour service at the local police station. Despite the fact that Forbes is experiencing a fine blue ski day, the police reminded residents that while there is no rainfall yet, it is on its way. While it is still a case of the unknown, the flooding is dependent on local rainfall and water levels within Wyangla Dam. Water surrounds his Condobolin property and his business is bleeding $15.00 per day. But Bernard Webber believes he is one of the lucky ones. The 42-year-old earth mover has lived through at least 3 major floods in the Lachlan Shire and said this one is shaping up as the worst. Everyone is pretty good at dealing with it because we have been through the 1990 flood, the father of 3 said. Over the next few days will be a lot of very concerned people because there will most likely be houses damaged. I'm lucky that my home is 15 meters above the river. Floodwaters cut off access to Mr. Webber's 3 excavators, which are in high demand. Many homeowners have asked him to dig dirt and create a bank around their properties, something which he can't do. Since 2012 we have had plenty of warning that an event like this was coming, he said. A lot of people have taken advantage of that warning and have done something, while others have been complacent. Mr. Webber said flooded roads have prevented farmers from getting their livestock to market, an economic cost which he said will only spiral when the Lachlan River reaches record levels tomorrow. The damage to property will only add to the overall cost of the disaster. In the past 4 weeks the SES has conducted 100 flood rescues and responded to more than 2,000 requests for assistance. More than 100 properties at Hungary have been evacuated, with 170 people impacted by that evacuation. It is the 3rd evacuation for the tiny town in 3 months. Wagga Beach Caravan Park, which is an isolated section on the Murrumbidgee River, has been ordered to evacuate. In Forbes, up to 1,000 people are potentially affected by their evacuation order. There is a warning in place for North Forbes Road on Condobolin, which affects about 20 properties. The weather event which has caused this rainfall has been unusual, Deputy Commissioner Morrow said. It has been continual rain and the water does not drain, he said. The catchments are saturated. The water sits. You add another 20 millimeters of rain and it goes up another 20 millimeters. Some dams are at 130% capacity. Even though tomorrow, Sunday, is a big day in terms of the people of Forbes, it's unlikely that that water will fall for anywhere between 2 or 3 weeks. They won't be able to harvest any crop because the ground is too soft. Residents were again warned not drive through floodwaters. Despite some poor examples in recent days, the deputy mayor of one affected area had to be rescued after driving through floodwaters. A police vehicle was also filmed driving through floodwaters today. Do you live in the region? Send your photos to photo@dailytelegraph.com.au. Originally published as Deadline Looms to Flee Town, residents fear worse.